intended for number 5, Ray. Take second down. Patriots start here from their own 42.
This is good defense. I don't know how it would be otherwise.
Stuck. No, it's stuck. Something's stuck in there. Something's stuck in here. I can't get
Did you mean to?
Helen, please help me. Please help me get these cords untangled.
1 yard on the game. Down, Patriots. Oh, actually, it was marked at the line of scrimmage. They're down.
Okay.
Wake up, secondary. Wake up, secondary. Let's go, Jamarcus. Show me something, baby.
Number 13 here.
AC. Oh, darn. I don't know. Let me see it. You gotta do. Now you just have to
number 5 back to receive for the Flying Eagles.
There's only it's only that button.
88 Smith set the punt for the Patriots.
Let's go, AJ!
One ball for the Eagles. On the way first down. Need the Patriots there.
Just a few seconds too late.
Huh?
Just a few seconds too late.
Free for the Patriots.
Now, the plastic bag here.
Go, Beckley!
25 will attempt the extra point.
Did you buy you a train? What about a plane? Or a crane?
You've been looking that way. Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Okay. Back to receive the kick. Number 1, Jones. Number 13, here for the Patriots.
This goes in that bag.
Watch how you drop stuff down there.
Go, Beckley!
go all the way through. Okay.
Well, they start early, didn't they?
7 o'clock.
It's before 7.
Yeah. Oh, it is before, yeah.
First down, Patriots.
Helen, those headphones I just gave you will be your sound if I can get sounds. So let me see if I get sound.
Go defense. Good job.
Drives the pulling guard back into the hole. Not only is he not getting into the second level, he's clogging up the hole with 2 big bodies.
4 receivers set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left for the Washington Patriots on 2nd down and 10. Thompson back to pass, looking, stays in the pocket, throws it down the center of the field, looking for the receiver open, almost made the one-handed catch. Boy, great drive by Javon Jones, but it falls incomplete. He got behind the defense for Beckley. He got behind Preston Clary and Christian Stewart and almost had a heck of a catch, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, coming into this game, we have 2 things we absolutely cannot do. One is let Michael Thompson sit back there and throw because he's got a gun. Like I said, he's not one of the most mobile guys you're going to see, but when he gets time, he can put the ball in there deep, and we can't let him get over the top on us. Right there, we did both. We got by with it, but we got to limit that.
Actually, it was A.J. Thomas and Preston Clary back there deep. So 3rd down and 10. 4 receivers set again. Shotgun formation for Michael Thompson. He'll send Javon Jones in motion to the left. Back to pass. Looking, throws it back across the grain to the right side. He's got a receiver open again, but overthrows the intended receiver, Isaiah Beard. And it brings up 4th down. So once again, no yards gained by Washington. 3 and outs, and they have to punt the ball away again.
Washington's coaching staff's going to tell their quarterback there, you got to stick in there just a little bit. He's so used to having our blitz in his face here early in the game. He got rid of that one a little quicker than he needed to. If he would have held on to that and stepped forward, he had time, and he had his buddy from the other side of the panhandle open.
Joshua Smith back to punt the ball away for Washington on 4th down and 10. Snap a little low, gets it, and gets it out of there. This is a high spiraling kick coming down, taken by the Flying Eagles at the 30-yard line. A.J. Thomas across the 35, breaks a tackle and gets to the 40. And that is where the Flying Eagles will have it, 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line.
So you do the same thing here, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you got to just keep doing what's working. I know it'd be fun to get cute and change it up a little bit, but, man, the way we ran the ball in the first drive, I think you just go right back to the well.
Yeah, you scored on the first 3 plays you scored. So, yeah, running the ball. And basically it was just handoffs to the left, to the right, and up the middle. Double wing set for Beckley. Gauged. Little pitch to the near sideline. This is MJ. MJ trying to get some room. Not much there this time. Matter of fact, gets bottled up at the line of scrimmage. So maybe a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
Washington did there what we figured they would do. They run that traditional 4-2-5. I think that's right. Yeah, that's 11. So they brought 2 guys up, so they're now running a 6-2. It's going to be a little bit of a different blocking pattern for us, and obviously more guys in the box. So that's them reacting to what Beckley was able to do on the first drive.
Just making sure you're carried.
I know. I had to make sure I counted to 11.
And the handoff. This time the far side. Once again, not much there for Beckley. And you're right. They changed it up defensively. They are bringing the house now. A loss of 2 yards on the play brings it back just shy of the 40. 3rd down and 11 coming up for Beckley. 7:45 to go opening quarter. Beckley up 7-0.
Yeah, they've got 2 extra guys down, and they're blitzing both A-gaps, that's the way teams like to try to stop this offense. You try to get those 2 inside backers blitzing the A-gap so they at least get in the way of the guys pulling and don't let them get out into open space.
Beckley spreading out a little bit. 2 receivers to the right. Here comes the blitz from the left side. Gage stays in the pocket. Throws it's going to be incomplete. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Falls incomplete. Intended for Landon Jones, and it brings up 4th down, and Beckley will have to punt the ball for the first time.
That's just, like we said there, before the third and 11. Our offense isn't designed for that. We'll take our medicine and punt the ball, but I know that Coach Legursky and Coach Surratt are both over there telling our linemen, it's okay, guys. We knew this was coming. Now we just got to react and, react to their blocking schemes. We're going to have to throw the ball over top of that a little bit.
Here comes the kick by Beckley. Line drive, spiraling, beautiful kick, drifting back, and Washington takes it and makes the fair catch back at the 17-yard line. Well, that was a great punt that time.
As long as I've known Doug, that was really weird saying Coach Legursky, but
I think everybody knew if you said
I think they would have too, but I'm trying to.
All right, so Washington getting ready to start their third possession here in this first quarter of play. They've not gained a yard yet.
They've not gained a yard, but a couple things they did on that last series. They had guys, doing what they do and trying to take the top off of the defense. They got guys behind our secondary twice. And quarterbacks, he's a good quarterback, man. He's got a good arm, so got to tread carefully on that.
Shotgun formation again, 4 receivers set. They'll move Alan Casey over to the left side of the formation in the backfield. Thompson, high snap, hands it off up the middle to Casey, breaks one tackle, gets across the 25, and then gets pushed back. And they're marking down just across the 25-yard line.
That kid's a tough runner, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Picks up about 7 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 3 for the Patriots.
5'10", 155-pound freshman, man, and he looked like he was about 6 foot 190 the way he was moving guys down the field. So gonna have to lay some shoulder pads on number 22 because he's a tough runner.
They'll send Camden Pritt to the near sideline as the wide out, along with 2 other receivers. Shotgun formation for Michael Thompson. Thompson sends one of those receivers in motion to the left. That's Isaiah Beard. They hand it off to Casey again up the middle. This time Beckley's there to make the stop. Led by Bryce Ford. And picks up maybe a yard, brings up 3rd down and 2 now for the Patriots.
Got Jamarcus Mans in there too. That was a heck of a play by Jamarcus, getting through his block, getting once again going back to a 155, 5'10" freshman. Well, when Jamarcus Mans gets one of them big bear claws on you, man, he will take you down with an arm tackle, and he fought through a double team and got an arm on the back.
3rd down and 2, 5:55 to go first quarter. Beckley up 7-0. Washington's Michael Thompson looks to change the play at the line with a 4 receivers set. Back to pass. Stays in the pocket. Looking. Throws it across the middle. Pass going to be incomplete. Intended for Javon Jones. Defending on the play was A.J. Thomas, and it brings up 4th down, and once again they'll have to punt the ball.
Fred, these are the things you can do when you have a senior-laden team. That was a collegiate play, NFL play Landon Jones just made right there. You had a guy that was not going to be where that ball was going. It was going to, I couldn't tell who the slot receiver was coming over the middle, but he was short of 5 yards, and Landon came up and plowed him. I mean, he went to act like he was going to block on a crossing route. Landon just took him out, which is perfectly legal. Ball hadn't left the quarterback's arm. He was inside of 5 yards, and that took away their number 1 option, made Thompson throw it downfield, and just a great heads-up play by Landon.
All right, so once again, for Washington, Josh Smith, and we got flags thrown.
Have an illegal substitution, I believe. Had some first-game chaos going on.
Honestly, first penalty of the game.
First penalty of the game. That's the first time it looked like the first game of the year. It goes back to some of the stuff we talked to Coach about last night. When you have all those flex days and you can practice for as long as these guys put stuff in,
A high kick, it's got pretty good distance, but
he hit him, man. You got to throw that flag.
Beckley called the fair catch, and you're right, there was contact. The ball popped loose. Beckley got it.
Yeah, the gunner hit our return man. I think it was AJ back there returning, and we're not going to get a flag on there. Okay.
I thought the whistle came early.
It may
I thought I heard the whistle before the ball came down.
That may be what they're talking. They're definitely talking. I know what Street Surratt's talking to the officials about. Not sure what. Yeah, they're going to say good call there, Freddie. They're going to say early whistle, I believe, and re-kick, which is a bad break for Beckley because that would have been a 15-yard penalty on the 45. So we would have had the ball on Washington's 40. So maybe a bad break. AJ might break one off here.
So once again, for a 3rd time, we will try this 4th down punt to be 4th down and 8. Josh Smith, he might be getting tired back there. 5.5 minutes to go, opening quarter of play. Beckley up 7-0. Here comes the kick. It is a high spiraling kick again. A.J. Thomas underneath it and dives and makes the catch. Boy, it's almost another quick whistle.
I know.
But it was right on time. I mean, literally right on time. And Beckley takes it 1st and 10 from the Flying Eagle 47-yard line.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Beckley, but these officials, man, they're well trained. You hate that happen, but it does happen. So
Yeah, well,
we'll just regroup and
They got, first day
First day for them as well.
Sucks. You might even mess up because it's first game for you.
I'm sure I've messed up already.
Me too. That's why I said you, though. I'm not going to say me. All right, 1st and 10. Coming up for Beckley from the Flying Eagle 47. Handed up the middle. And still fighting for yardage with Reeves. And Jacob gets up to midfield.
Now, this is... This is something that Coach Dale Stafford and I talked about the other day. You want to get your offense going a little bit. Getting 30 dive, man, it's a straight ahead forward play. That's what we did there. Get you 4 yards, get back on track.
All right, 2nd down and about 7. This time the handoff goes to Christian Stewart. Breaks it outside, then comes back inside at the 45 of Washington. So Beckley's going to be looking at a 3rd down play. 3rd down and about 2 coming up.
Christian almost got into space there. And, you see a guy with Christian's stature and speed. He's got track speed. He's on the Woodrow's A 100-meter relay team. You don't see too many of those guys that bench press 280 pounds. So you get him into the 2nd level, and Christian's going to break through some guys he almost got to there. And one of the linebackers from Washington got to his lower body, so almost broke that, but we'll take 4 yards and 3rd and 2 all day long with this offense.
4.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Beckley up 7-0. Beckley looking at 3rd down and 2 from the Washington 45-yard line. Double wing set for the Flying Eagles. Gage Price under center. Puts Bryce Ford in motion to the left. Then they hand it off to Landon Jones up the middle. Landon gets through, gets the 1st down. Has it by a yard to mark it down to the Washington 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for Beckley.
Fred, you can talk about the weight room all preseason show, all pregame speech, but you don't really show it until it's 3rd and 2 and you motion a wing back into a fullback position and put your big tight end back there at the tailback position, run straight forward and get 4 yards. And when you can do that, it's going in the first quarter, it's going to be a long night for the defense.
1st down and 10 for Beckley from the 42-yard line of Washington. Double wing set. This time, they'll pitch it off to MJ. MJ diving forward down to the 40-yard line. So MJ picks up a couple of yards and brings up, marking back to the 30 or 41. So a gain of 1 brings up 2nd down and 9.
And once again, we tried to get our guards over here, and Washington's doing a lot better job than they did on that first possession of clogging up the interior. So just got to if we can get back into space and get somebody out in front of our wing backs, we'll get that open area back.
2nd down and 9. Again, the handoff goes to MJ right up the middle. MJ will fight across the 40-yard line down to the Washington 37. John Jones with the stop for Washington, but now Beckley looking at a 3rd down and 5.
That's why, you want 4 every play, because you get to 3rd and 2. 3rd and 5 is a little different, but you're still, you get 3 and 3, you're still a 1st down here, so you'd probably stay with what you've been doing.
Double wing set again for Beckley. 3rd down and 5 come up for the Flying Eagles. This time, back to pass. Gage looking, steps up in the pocket. He's going to go down behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the original line, back at the Washington 42-yard line. It brings up a 4th down and 10 play now for Beckley.
Yeah, that was a believe a design run blitz, the same thing Washington's been doing. It just happened to be that they got 8 guys coming and got to Gage real quick before he could even turn around on the play fake. So hats off to the boys from Washington there.
So 4th down and 10 for Beckley. Beckley will punt the ball and try to pin Washington back deep in their own territory. Here comes the snap and the kick. Angling to the far side, hits and takes a sideways bounce, and then it's stopped by A.J. Thomas right at the 20-yard line. Got some scores to update you on. Scoreboard update being brought to you by Chick-fil-A, 2 locations in the Beckley area to serve you on Harper Road and also at the Beckley Galleria. In the first quarter, surprise, surprise, Martinsburg is winning. They lead Ballou DC by a score of 7-0. Wheeling Park leads Parkersburg South 7-0. Spring Mills leads Jefferson 14-0. That's quad A scores. As Washington comes up, and that's familiar 4 wide receiver sets. And you got Casey standing to his left of Michael Thompson. And they'll send Tavon Jones in motion. Back to pass. Pump fakes now looking down the field in the wheel route. Bounce intercepted by Beckley. What a great interception by the Flying Eagles. That's A.J. Thomas. One-handed interception at the Washington 45-yard line.
Yeah, A.J. baited that one. He set back. He let the receiver get wide open, and Thompson's eyes lit up. A.J. was watching that the whole time and made a perfect break on the ball.
So Beckley takes over. First turnover of the game goes to the Flying Eagles. 1st and 10 from the Washington 46-yard line. But boy, that was
man. I thought for just a minute, I thought he played the cat and mouse game a little bit too much, and he was going to dump that over his head. But like he said, amazing one-handed catch.
1st and 10 for Beckley from the 46-yard line of Washington.
Here's Beckley changing it up going into the gun.
They'll hand it off to Bryce Ford to the left side. Bryce breaks the tackle at the 40, 35, still on his feet to the 30, 25, 20, gets pushed out of bounds inside the Washington 20-yard line. Actually, Lamarcus said he went out of bounds at the 21, but still a first down for Beckley.
Yeah, that's a good job by the Beckley coaching staff, seeing what Washington's done, adjusting to what we've been doing with our pre-snap motion and guards pulling. So we spread them out and then just went ahead and gutted them anyway.
Timeout going to be called by the Washington Patriots. We're going to keep it here, go through some more of these scores for you from the Chick-fil-A scoreboard. And Class AAA, Bridgeport leads Buchanan Upshur 14-0. And Hampshire and Preston tied at 7. That's all of the AAA scores that we have for right now. We'll go on to look at Class AA scores. Bluefield and Grand Virginia, no score. Wheeling Central leads James Monroe 14-0. That game being played in Linside. You talk about a long. I don't know who had a longer trip tonight, Beckley or Wheeling Central.
I think Wheeling Central. Well, it's Wheeling Central because we were mostly interstate the whole way. You got to go to get to Linside. You got to get a little bit off the beaten path.
Yeah, great point. Oak Hill leads Nicholas County 6-0. As we get back to action, Beckley looking at a 1st down and 10. Williamstown leads Ravenswood 7-0. So those are some of the scores from the Chick-fil-A scoreboard. 1st and 10 for Beckley from the Washington 21-yard line. Beckley will line up once again, changing the formation a little bit. Shotgun formation, more of a pistol set. You've got Bryce standing behind Gage Price. And they hand it off, but it's fumbled, but Gage falls right on it. It looked like that time Gage got the snap from Tyrez and kind of couldn't hold on to the ball a little bit and try to give it to Bryce as well, and it was just a messed up, the exchange wasn't good.
Even if Bryce got the handoff there, Washington was going to shut that down, and, we've got a really good chess game going on between these coaching staffs. Beckley went spread and then, like I said, got it anyway, so that time Washington kept 8 in the box and just went ahead and came on up, so they said block 8 with 5.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation again, the handoff, nothing there. Got back to the line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd down play now for Beckley. 3rd down and 12 from the Washington 23.
Yeah, Washington's, they're not going to be able to go man-to-man with this Beckley offensive line. They figured that out pretty quick. So Beckley spread it out to try to get guys out of the box, and Washington said, okay, you can spread us out all you want, but you're going to have to actually throw the ball before we respect it. And, we're going to 3rd and 12. Everybody knows the ball's probably going in the air here unless we play, try to get some of it. But it's going to be interesting to watch moving forward in this game.
MJ Staples and also Landon Jones coming to the right. Shotgun formation. Here comes the blitz by Washington. Good pickup by Beckley. Throw it to the corner of the end zone on the far side. Too far. Intended for MJ. The pass was thrown short. And there was 3 Washington defenders there as well. Ball falls incomplete, and Beckley looking at a 4th down and 12 play now.
That's one where Brent's just going to tap Gage on the head and say, man, you made a heck of a play getting out there, getting away from the sack. You're just going to have to eat that one and get 4 or 5 yards, get down on the ground, don't get hurt, but don't try to force that up in the air on the run into the middle of the field like that. And Gage is going to learn that. He'll get there, and, you know, as he progresses, that's going to be something we watch all year, is him get used to not forcing that up, but that'll be a coaching moment.
20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Beckley up 7-0, looking 4th and 12 from the 22 of Washington. Gage back to pass, sets up the screen pass to Jacob Reeves, makes the catch, but not much there. Maybe a yard gain, and it brings up 1st and 10 for Washington from their own 21-yard line. So Beckley's offense sputters a little bit on that drive after having a big run by Bryce Ford.
And I'm going to attest that to Washington's defensive scheming, man. I mean, you know, so we spread them out and go with the draw. Because when we spread them out, they spread out. Well, then they came back in. They said, we're going to leave guys out here. We're going to try to either get to your quarterback or not let you run the ball. We're taking away the run. And that's what they did. So see what Beckley does when we get the ball back. First, we got to come up with another stop.
This time, Washington sends 3 receivers out wide to the left, 1 to the right. And then they hand off up the middle to Casey, and he gets nothing. No gain on the play, maybe a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and a long 9 for Washington, and that will be the final play of this first quarter. So Beckley scored early in this quarter, and that's all we have seen. We go to the second quarter with your score. Beckley 7, Washington nothing. Back at this time out.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to all of those cheerleaders down there keeping us in this game.
This time he's got Tavon Jones in the backfield. They'll get the handoff, takes it to the left side. Got some running across the 30, breaks the tackle 35, and still on his feet at the 40 and gets to the 42. First down of the game for the Washington Patriots.
Yeah, first time Tavon Jones has touched the ball, and you know, they spread us out that time, and we're able to get their guards onto the second level. And once again, you know, Isaiah Mensah, he's made a lot of those lists. He's a heck of a guard, or heck of a tackle, and he got out in front and paved the way and let Mr. Jones go untouched for 14.
Shotgun formation again. This time 4 receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Tavon Jones in the backfield. This time Thompson back to pass, looking. Steps up. Here comes the pressure. Lobs it down the field. He's got a receiver there. Makes the catch at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Taking it in is Javon Jones. This one goes from 58 yards out. Touchdown for Washington.
Yeah, man, just gave him so much time. We can't give Thompson that kind of time. He's got a good arm, man. And, you know, we had 2 guys over there in coverage, but you give the receivers that long to run around, they will get open eventually. And Jamarcus almost got through. He got blocked off, and hats off to the boys from Washington again. Like I said, they got players.
Now Josh Smith will attempt the extra point. It is on the way. It is up, and the kick is good. 11-10 to go here in this first half of play. We got a tie ball game. Beckley 7, Washington 7. Back to this timeout for 30 seconds on the Big Dawg, 99.5 WJLS.
99.5 WJLS and WJLS.com.
Back here at Washington High, Beckley and Washington tied at 7, 58-yard pass from Michael Thompson to Tavon Jones. What'd you see on that play?
We just got to get pressure. I mean, you know, early on we were able to get back in Thompson's face, and we were rushing the ball. You know, we were getting back there so much that even when he had time, he was throwing the ball early. That time, this kid, man, if we let him set back and we let him have 6-7 seconds, he is going to pick us apart. It's going to happen. So we've got to get back there, and we've got to get to the quarterback.
Preston Clary, A.J. Thomas back to receive it. Onside kick does not go the 10 yards. It goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line of Washington. I'm actually going to say at the 47. So I'm going to talk to Coach Surratt and what does Beckley want to do.
I believe we'll take it right there, right?
I think so.
All right, okay. First one of these moments. I'm not hating on the officials here, but that guy's already got his flag on the ground. Why did another official come over and toss another flag right beside it?
I'm wondering because if the one official threw down the 48 was wrong, it was actually at the 47.
I know, but you could have just moved the one that was on the ground.
No, you can't do that.
I'm just going back to I've got these flags in my pocket, and I'm going to throw them no matter what. I didn't come here not to throw them.
All right, so the ball went out of bounds on the onside kick try. False start to take it 5 yards, and Beckley will take it from the Washington 43-yard line.
They moved us all the way up to the 43. Okay, we'll take that.
So what Beckley has to do now, they move it to the 42 because the ball went out at the 47.
All right, so we've got
to take advantage of this.
Absolutely. We got this senior and junior line, man. They've had a couple series where they haven't been getting the push they got earlier. So you need Keandre and Jake to say, let's go, or Drake to say, let's go, boys, and move forward.
Double wing set for Beckley. Gage under center. Will pitch it to the near sideline and turning it up the field and gaining some yards. Looks like it was Connor Ray.
And that's exactly
Bryce Ford.
That's exactly what we need out of our line right there. Very good push up front. We had 5 guys churning their feet, moving forward, and just we'll take 5 yards, and that's what this offense is designed for.
Picked up 5, second down and 5 for Beckley, coming up from the 38-yard line of the Washington Patriots. Tie ball game, 10:39 to go here in this first half of play. Double wing set for Beckley. Jacob Reeves is the fullback. This time, Gage steps back, looks, trying to get out of the pocket, does so, coming to the near sideline now, turns it up, and will go down at the 30-yard line. So Gage picks up, gets down to the 30-yard line, which is enough for a first down for Beckley. We're going to put him at the 31.
So 2 things there. First of all, a heck of a play, Gage Wright. Great pocket presence. Way to get out here, way to use your feet, pick up the first thing. Down. Second thing, my man, get down. He almost stayed up too long and almost took
go somewhere else. But yeah, you're right.
Almost took a hit from behind that would have jarred that ball out. So got to get down once you get it.
Landon Jones and MJ Staples out to the right. Shotgun formation this time for Gage. Hand it off up the middle, Jacob Reeves. Jacob across the 15. Still on his feet, actually across the 25 down to the 20, maybe the 19-yard line. Enough for another first down for Beckley.
Man, our coaching staff's been at this for a long time. They're going to find a way to get us big on big as much as we can because they know when we're big on big, we're winning. There's no doubt about that in this matchup. If we can get big on big, we win every matchup up front. That time we spread them out enough, they respected our pass a little bit. So we got some big on big, man on man, and drove them down the field and got 12 yards.
This time Beckley will send Connor Ray in motion, hand it up the middle again. And getting down to about the 11, maybe the 12-yard line for Beckley is Jacob Reeves. Or check that. No, that was Bryce that time, number 22.
And you know what the best way to create big on big is? Just line up in the old double wing in a good old 30 dive.
What that was.
Just come and just churn your feet and drive them forward.
Brings up second down and 3 for Beckley. Ball sitting at the Washington 13-yard line. Go that double wing set again. Gage under center, 10 on the play clock, so plenty of time. This time handed up the middle again. This time has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be first and goal from Beckley from about the 9. Bryce Ford carrying the ball again for Beckley on that play.
So Fred, something to notice when we are just straight running 30 dive here like we have the last couple plays, even the shotgun play that went straight up the middle with the tailback. We're also utilizing motion. They're having to respect that motion. The pre-snap motion, you see guys coming over this way. Watch for Beckley, maybe not down here, but eventually in this game when we send that motion to go back the other way. And it will happen tonight, and we will get a big gain off of that.
Double wing set again for Beckley. This time they pitch it to MJ. MJ fighting inside the 5-yard line and gets down to about the 4. Brings up second and goal for Beckley from there.
Man, talking to MJ last night, he's confident. He enjoys life, man. He's fun to talk to, but that confidence comes from the effort he puts out. And that effort right there, if you could bottle that up and put that on every middle school film coming in, I mean, he just carried 3 guys 4 yards.
7:45 to go in the half. We're tied at 7. Beckley looking at second down and goal from the 5-yard line. This time, Connor Ray goes in motion to the right. Quick pitch to the far sideline. Bryce Ford cuts it up, looking, and will get down to about the 3-yard line. I don't know. I think you might have saw the same thing I did. If Bryce kept it to the outside, he was going to score.
He had it out there. Man, I don't know if he had the speed quite to get there, and Bryce did what Bryce does good, turns it up and got a couple of yards, but it was open out there.
All right, so Beckley now looking at 3rd down and goal from the 3. 7:05 to go here in the first half, tied at 7.
You got 2 chances at this, and might see Agent Zero back in the backfield here instead of tight end. We'll see where Landon lines up. No, we're just going to go straight power.
Send Bryce Ford in motion to the left, and the first flag of the game coming against Beckley. Beckley moved. Well, that's what you talk to Coach. You know, that's what he talks about. You cannot have, on a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line, have a false start penalty.
Yeah, and that was that's just guys wanting to get off the ball and hit somebody quick. And it's that goes down as a mental penalty, but it's really an effort. I mean, you're just trying to get off the ball, wanting to get out there so fast, and it's probably silent count. I don't know that for sure, but you know, it's just trying to get off as fast as you can and getting off a little too early. Now we're in a tough down and distance.
3rd down and goal from the 8. Christian Stewart comes in motion. He'll get the pitch, trying to get outside, turns it up, looking for the corner, and we'll get down to about the 6-yard line. Before he's brought down, it brings up 4th down and goal for Beckley from there, and looks like Beckley might be going for the field goal.
Washington did a good job. Christian reached out and bounced the ball off the ground there, and the boys from Washington tried to sell that as a fumble, but officials all over that when they saw the ball go down on the ground. And I like kicking it here. You know, we've got a good kicking game. Jerry Umberger works these guys really hard, and they're really good. We've had a good kicking game for several years now, so utilize it.
All right, here comes the kick by Beckley. It's on the way. It is up, and the kick is going to be good. The field goal was good.
Not one that's going to make the highlight reel, but it's worth 3 points. So.
24-yard field goal attempt by Beckley is good. That makes your score now Beckley 10, Washington 7. Back in this time out for 30 seconds on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
And, you know, I mean, I said not one's going to be on the highlight reel, but it was still an accurate, good kick that went through the uprights. You know, it looked like they might have got a hand on it, and it squirted through for us. We got to be able to convert when we get down there in field goal range, and we did. So
Beckley ready to kick it away. Flying Eagles leading 10-7. Here comes the kick by the Flying Eagles. This time Beckley will kick it deep. Sailing down, coming and taken by the Patriots from the 14-yard line. Across the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, trying to break it outside and gets wrapped up at about the 30. We'll give him to the 31. And that is where the Patriots will start this possession.
That's where our kicking game really comes into play is, you know, we got guys that can kick the ball down to the 20, 15, 10-yard line. And as we go this year with the defense we have, if we can pin people back inside their own 30 every time, I like our chances.
So the Patriots will start at 1st and 10 from the 31. Beckley leading 10-7. 5:16 to go here in this first half of play. They will send a receiver to the near sideline, which is Isaiah Beard. Shotgun formation for Michael Thompson. Tavon Jones stands to his left. 3 receivers in a bunch formation to the left. Beckley looking to blitz. Here they come. High snap. Pitch it off to Jones to the far sideline. Looking, and MJ Staples is there to bring him down for no gain on the play.
I didn't think they were going to call that hold, but they did. So.
Oh, there is a hold. I didn't see the flag. Where's? Oh, there it is. Right in the middle.
There.
Yeah.
I didn't see the flag. I just saw the hold. That's why I about came out of my seat.
All right, so the first holding penalty of the game thrown. Move the football back to the 21-yard line, make it first down and 20.
Yeah, I believe that was Drake that was over there that had a line on the running back and got pulled down by the jersey. And it's tough to make a tackle when someone is pulling you down by the jersey.
So first down and 20 for the Patriots. They will go with a 4-receiver set, 2 to each side. Tavon Jones in the backfield with Michael Thompson. The 6'6" senior quarterback played at Musselman last year. Now over here at Washington. Handed off to Jones, or actually faked the handoff. Campbell or Thompson keeps it himself. And he gains maybe a yard. Brings up a second down and 19 play. Now we're going to give him benefit and give him a couple of yards up to the 23. So second down and 18 coming up.
I think he wanted to hand that off, but Bryce watches film. And Bryce knew exactly where that ball was going, and Bryce was in the running back's pocket before the ball was handed to him. So another just key to this defense, doing what they do.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for the Patriots on third down and 18. Thompson back to pass. Here comes the rush by Beckley. Throws it to the near sideline. Got a receiver out there. Makes the catch at the 35, the 40, 45, and gets out of bounds right at midfield. Preston Clary knocked him out. Making the catch for the Washington Patriots was Terry Ray III. The coach's son makes the catch and gets the first down for the Patriots in midfield.
Yeah, we thought we had some pressure back there, but we couldn't quite get to him. Man, and then Terry Ray broke free there at the end of the route. Michael Thompson threw it up. Once again, kid's got a good arm. I'm really impressed by his arm.
4 receiver set for the Patriots. Ball sitting in midfield. 4:13 to go in this first half. Beckley up 10-7. Thompson back to pass. Looking, sets up the screen pass near sideline. Pass caught by Jones and no gain on the play. Maybe a yard to the Beckley 49. Bryce Ford knocks him out of bounds. And they're going to say pick up of 2 yards to the 48. Second down and 8.
Good closing speed by Jamarcus there on the outside. He read screen really quick and was able to get over here in enough time for Bryce to close in and force Jones out of bounds. We need a big stop here, guys, and that's second down, not third, but we need to get off the field, not let Washington down into our territory.
3:55 to go here in the opening half of play. 4 receivers set. Thompson, high snap, corrals it, gives the handoff off, or actually, keeps it off to Jones, but nothing there for Javon. Loses 2 yards on the play, and it brings up third down and 10, ball back at midfield.
That was the old Jay Jones tackle that Landon made there, where Jay used to come flying in and get one hand out and make that wrestling move. I haven't seen Landon do that one in a while, but Landon got that 6'3" frame into the backfield, dove out, and took the running back down with the ankle grab. So, good job by Mr. Zero right there.
All right, third down coming up for Beckley, or for Washington rather, from midfield. Third down and 10. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers once again. You've got Tavon Jones standing to the left of the quarterback. And Jones fakes or gets the handoff this time, coming to their sideline, nothing there. Jacob Reeves led the way for Beckley, and then Jamarcus Manns brings him down back at the 44-yard line. A loss of 6 on the play, and Beckley did what you said they needed to do. Got off the field. Have a fourth down and 16 now for Washington from their own 46-yard line.
So Jamarcus would have led that charge, but it didn't look like he was back there because the guard that he was driving into the backfield kind of took his view away from us. He drove a guy 8 yards into the backfield as a defensive end. That's impressive.
A.J. Thomas back to receive the kick from Joshua Smith. Snap is good. Here comes the kick. It is a end of a kick to the far sideline, and it goes out of bounds. Beckley should get pretty good field position with this. I'm going to say actually it went out right at where the ball went out, the 36-yard line. So Beckley will not get any.
That's interesting because that's where it hit a freshman on the sideline. So he's out of bounds. He's either on the field, which he's not, or that ball went out earlier.
All right, so they put it down to the 36-yard line of Beckley. That's where the Flying Eagles will have it. 2:14 to go here in the first half. Beckley up 10-7. Beckley has all of their timeouts.
Man, we'll talk about this more at halftime, but 71, Jamarcus Manns has just had an unbelievable half defensively.
Beckley lines up in that double wing set. In motion, Connor Ray handed off on the misdirection to the near sideline, and making one man miss is Bryce Ford. Spins up to about the 43-yard line. A pickup of about 7 brings up second down and 3 with 2-minute mark of this first half.
there was the misdirection I was waiting on. It went off for 7, which, we'll take 7 yards all day long. But Washington bid on that motion just like I figured they would, and just like the coaching staff figured they would. We used to call it the X-toss. I don't know what the terminology is, but, get it to Bryce on the backside over here against the motion. Now that's going to make Washington think.
1:40 to go here in the first half. Beckley walking up to the line. MJ Staples comes set. Now they move Connor Ray in motion. Connor gets the pitch, looking for some running room, gets across midfield into Washington territory at the 49. It'll be a first down for Beckley. And I think maybe the Flying Eagles went ahead and called the timeout.
Once again, this pre-snap motion, that it's making this offense very different from what we've seen in years past. We've put in some pre-snap motion. You're seeing Washington bite to it. The coaching staff let them do it for a quarter and a half. Well, now we're coming back at them now that they're keying into all this motion. Well, that time we brought pre-snap motion to the left, and we came back to the right. Then we've got them so confused they didn't know which way we were going to go. Where for the last couple drives they've made up their mind where we're going to go. So all of it's setting things up that's going to come, and I think the staff's done a good job of setting up this second half of play in this last minute 29. Man, it'd be nice to get down the field and make this 17-7, wouldn't it?
Especially when we get the ball to start the third quarter as well.
Right.
Back some scores for you being brought to you by Chick-fil-A, 2 locations in Beckley, Harper Road, and also at the Galleria. Spring Mills now leads Jefferson by the score of 21-0. Parkersburg South trailing Wheeling Park 14-6. Martinsburg's just scored again. They're up 28-0 over Ballou of DC. Class AAA real quick. You got Bridgeport leading Buchanan Upshur 21-0. Greenbrier East leading Riverside 2-0. Bottom of the second inning.
Exciting. Man, nobody wants to come up here to play Martinsburg in the playoffs. We know that, but that Spring Mills team, they're dangerous.
Yeah, I agree.
They're going to be good. Max Anderson, man, he might be one of the best quarterback in the state. He's up there in the top 3.
All right, 1st and 10 for Beckley from midfield. Gage in shotgun formation, back to pass, got some time, looking down the field, throwing it across the middle. Pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Christian Stewart. And had double coverage on the play, and it brings up 2nd down and 10 for Beckley with 1:22 to go.
Man, what I love about Gage Price early on is he is, and you look back at quarterbacks that have this trait, and yeah, they might make a mistake every now and then, but he is not afraid to stand in there and take a hit, man. Coach talks about how tough he is, and he is. He's a very tough kid. He's going to grow, but he stays in there, man, and he stays into the bitter end.
2nd down and 10. Beckley in shotgun formation again from midfield. This time on the handoff up the middle, nothing there. Squirts forward for about a yard. And it brings up 3rd down and 9. And I think Washington this time maybe called the timeout, and they do. It was Connor Ray running the ball that time for Beckley.
Got to be careful here. Once again, sophomore quarterback who's he's got a lot of talent. We've talked about the talent he has, but I'm glad Washington took this timeout, to be honest with you, because Coach Surratt can tell Gage right now, look, man, I know you want to make a play. I know you're a playmaker. I know you're a winner, and that's what winners do, is make plays. And but don't force anything right here. We can punt it down there. We can pin them back. They've only scored on one play that was a broken 58 coverage, 58 yards over here. Worst case scenario, Beckley has to go into halftime 10-7 right here. So I would expect the coaching staff to keep it on the ground. I don't know. I mean, you might like I said, the kid's a winner. He's a playmaker. Let him make a play, but you just got to make sure we got a chance there to remind him, don't force anything here.
All right, so Jaheim Miller checks in for Beckley. And he will line up the tight end to the right. Beckley will send Landon Jones, Christian Stewart to the left. Wingback set to the far sideline is Bryce Ford. Or check that. That was MJ Staples swinging out the MJ to the near sideline, looking for some room. Penalty flags are thrown. This one might be coming back.
Yeah, they're going to get us on a hold there.
Yeah, it was thrown at about the 45-yard line of Washington.
My man Christian, man, he comes over, threw his hands up. So he looked at the official, said, I didn't do it. Official turns around, makes the holding motion right in his face, and Christian just went, oh.
A little surprised, aren't you, that they're taking this penalty?
I am. I'm very surprised.
Because now you still have a minute on the clock, but this takes more time off the clock. With Beckley running another third down play.
I would certainly decline this. But
Beckley was going to look at about a 4th down and 6 coming up.
I liked the play call there. I liked, going for something that could break, but being safe with it. Here, we'll see what coach decides to do. But, like you said, we'll waste some more time here, and at least a timeout.
1 minute to go, 3rd down, and about 16 now for Beckley. Beckley will go with a spread set, 4 receivers. Shotgun formation for Gage. Gage back to pass. Looking, pump fakes, goes to the near sideline, looking down the field for A.J. Thomas, goes up and has a chance for it, but knocked away. Good defense on the play by the Washington Patriots. They had 2 players down there on A.J. Thomas.
They did have 2 guys down there, but pretty ball thrown by Gage there, and he put that where, I said don't force it. Well, he didn't. He put that where A.J. was the only guy that could catch that ball, and A.J. almost came down with it. So good play call there. The fact that we trust Gage to do that already as a sophomore is testament to him. He was able to set in, almost dropped a dime right in where only his receiver could get it. 4th down coming up. Here comes the kick by Beckley. High kick to the far sideline, hits and takes a Beckley bounce at the 20. Actually, it's about the 23, and it stops at the 20 by Preston Clary. So Washington will have 44 seconds left, trailing 10-7 here in the first half of play. So if you're Beckley, you got to watch them deep. You cannot go to sleep and let them get somebody behind you, because that's what happened in that touchdown that they had. We cannot let that happen here. And Coach Ray's never afraid to send pressure. I think that the big key here is to make sure we still keep getting somebody in Thompson's face, because when we let this guy set back and throw, his numbers aren't what they could be, because he's just missed a couple balls by inches. We got to keep somebody on him, and like you said, we got to keep them in front of us. A 15-yard gain does nothing to us right now, so keep these guys in front of us.
4 receivers set, 44 seconds to go in the half. Thompson, shotgun formation, back to pass. Looking, got time, now flushed to the left a little bit, now coming back, throws it in the flat, pass going to be complete to Jones, makes one man miss, gets across the 25 and gets up to the 30, maybe the 31-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down, but more importantly, took about 16 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, once again, that we almost, got a guy injured here. It looks like early season cramps, I believe.
First leg cramp timeout of the season.
But, good pressure. We got back there. We disrupted what they wanted to do. We kept them in front of us in the secondary, also what we wanted to do. Forced Thompson to kill some time. Jamarcus almost got there, and, man, if he would have got to Thompson, that ball was coming out, because he was holding it out here in one arm, very unprotected. So made him go down to his 2nd, 3rd, 4th check down out here in the flat. Then because we kept him in front of us, forced the guy back to the center of the field, which killed another 15 seconds. And like you said, 11-yard gain that took up 20 seconds of time is not going to hurt you down here on this side of the field with 30 seconds before the half.
Well, they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the 31, still working on the injured player for Washington. Once again, went down with a leg cramp, and you can tell he's in a lot of pain right now.
He's hurt, man, and we've talked about it before, but the worst thing about them is that they don't go away, I think.
Yeah, he's going to be suffering for that for the rest of the game.
No
matter how much pickle juice, Gatorade, whatever it is.
They'll keep coming back.
They'll keep on coming back. Coming up next week, the Beckley Flying Eagles go back on the road to take on the Greenbrier Spartans, as they help the young man up. For Washington, that is Kenyon Brooks.
Something about that word.
Or check that. No, that was Camden Pritt.
Something about Greenbrier Spartans just makes me.
Yeah. Are we going to call it Brent Osborne Field next week?
I think we should. Yeah, I think he's got scoring the games.
I'm fine with it.
You go from a team that we've never played to our bitter arch rival.
Yeah.
That's a pretty wild transition.
Right. You're right. All right, 31 seconds to go in the half. Beckley up 10-7. Ball sitting at the Washington 31-yard line. They will go this time with 4 receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Michael Thompson, shotgun. Back to pass. Stays in the pockets, got some time. Now here comes a little bit of a rush across the middle. Pass will be picked off by Beckley at the 48, across midfield. 45-40, 35-30. A.J. Thomas gets the pick. Takes it back to the Washington 25-yard line with 17 seconds left.
Man, it looked like we didn't have any pressure back there. Thompson looked to his right, and he saw big 71, Jamarcus Manns, getting held on the outside. Jamarcus almost got through that to get to him. When he looked and saw him, though, he flinched a little bit, got rid of the ball, and sailed his receiver enough to where A.J. once again in great position, man. I love where our safeties are setting in great position. After they got a couple over our head, they connected on one of them. Ball sails, A.J. gets a pick, which he's going to do a lot of, and now we're in business here. We got 17 seconds.
That's A.J.'s second pick of the game.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot this year.
And now Beckley goes out with shotgun formation, 2 to the left, wing back set to the right. Back in motion, back to pass. Gage looking in the flat, pass will be picked, almost picked off by the Washington Patriots, and probably should have been picked off by the Patriots. Kyle Athena almost picked that off.
And that's what I noticed in the scrimmage that I went to against Winfield is, Gage and Landon, they work together a lot, and that's what you want, obviously, but Gage is looking for Landon a lot, and he just zeroed in on him right there. He's got
and also,
off of him.
That was a long throw.
It was.
He wasn't quite at the hash on the far side, but close to it, and threw it all the way to the right, to the left.
You combine it being that long throw and the fact he just locked in on Landon for so long.
Second down and 10 for Beckley. Back to passes, Gage again, looking this time. Pass will be complete to Landon Jones. Landon makes the catch at the 15-yard line and fights down to the Washington 13 with 3 seconds left and a timeout called by Beckley. All right, so your Flying Eagles, do you go for a field goal here? 3 seconds left?
Yeah.
Or do you take one shot to the end zone? If you go for a field goal.
Well, it depends on our kicker situation, because I think we're on to at least our second string kicker, right?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you look if Beckley does come out, I have Vince Umberger as number 26. It looks like number 25 is out there. I don't know if Vince is wearing that number or if Beckley is at their third kicker. Tyler Radford, not with the team tonight. He is injured. He got injured in a soccer match.
We got Aiden Reeves, a freshman, wearing 25. And I mean, man, he kicked off last time. I think definitely has the leg.
That is 25, right?
Yes.
All right. So we got that as Aiden Reeves. We'll check and make sure. As the T is sit down at the 25-yard line, this will be a 35-yard field goal attempt for Aiden Reeves. 4.5 seconds on the clock. Third down coming up. Aiden Reeves trying for his second field goal of the quarter. Snap good. Here comes the kick. It is on the way. It's a line drive kick. Going to be a little short. No good. As the horn sounds, we have played one half of football here at Washington High. With your score, the Beckley Flying Eagles 10, the Washington Patriots 7. We'll come back after this timeout here on the Big Dog, 99.5 WJLS.
Thank you for supporting our band. Good evening, Patriot Nation. We proudly present your 2024 Marching Patriots. The Washington High School Marching Patriots are led by Director of Band Lisa Hasty, Assistant Director Matt Holmes, Color Guard Instructor Nevaeh Cambridge, and Percussion Instructor Alex Lee, and Instructor Ethan Poole.
What's that?
Our soloists tonight are Becky McGibbert on trumpet and Jonathan Hartsford on trombone.
No, he's got somebody up on top there doing his video. I'm going to put this on YouTube, though.
Tonight, the band will perform a portion of the halftime show featuring the music of Mozart's Requiem. We hope you enjoy the first half of our show. Stay last.
But my name is Neil Lacey, and it's under my name. Nice to meet you. Okay. Yeah. I'll try to link it to the Beckley football page too.
Yeah, that'd be great. You say it'll be on the YouTube version of Neil Lacey?
Yeah.
show up for 2 hours, they can do whatever they want.
Yours is much better than what I got. Now, you listening to it online?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I used to try that, but it's about 10, 15, 20 seconds behind.
Yeah. Actually, at one point, it's probably about 45 seconds.
Yeah. I've got a direct, I've got a transmitter up with Fred, and I've got my receiver right here, so I've got his actual up to the minute real time audio.
Definitely a pleasure meeting you, Mr. Wilson.
Yeah, good to meet you. What was your name again?
Matt Price.
Oh, are you the quarterback, your son?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a sophomore, so
Yeah.
he's still got a little growing to do.
Mm-hmm.
How much were they?
Looking good, though. Good on it.
I think once he gets a couple
No one's
games,
playing
he'll
for
be
the
able to
game.
settle in. Probably a little nerves.
Yeah.
Might head over to the concession. You need anything?
No, thanks.
From what I went to,
I do.
I went with Steve Adeline and Coach Huggins.
I don't know.
His son's
$1 million bus. Duckworth and them were singing. I can't remember who the headliner was. It was a big band. I think it was $100.
Is that live? That's not live streamed yet, right?
No, it's not live. No, I'm staying here in the motel tonight, so I might be able to get it up sometime tonight. If not, it'll be in a few days.
Okay.
I told Stan you'd give him a CD and play back.
Okay. Hey, Matt, if you want, you might try to look up my channel now to see if you can find it. If not, I might be able to help you.
No, sir. Is this yours?
Yeah, that's it. I've got a lot of stuff from Woodrow in here.
Yeah, like the very first ticket sold up there that day was like a brand new Escort.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You always do the games?
No, not all. Warm weather mostly.
Did you do the Parkersburg game, the Parkersburg South game last year?
It was home.
It was away.
Away? I didn't get Parkersburg South.
Yeah, it was the one game. That was like, I guess the first game that Gage got into, the big game.
Yeah.
He was a freshman. Devin got hurt. And he went in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes left in the game. They scored 2 touchdowns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I've still never seen any footage on that.
The coaches will have that footage. They just don't have the sound of it like I do.
They're getting ready to get out. I saw that.
Once I seen you was recording, I was like, I better.
Yeah. I'm laughing. More like 9, 9:15, I'd say.
Stop at Sheets and get a yogurt or a parfait. That sounds really good to me.
Jamaica, I mean, whatever we do on vacation this year, I don't want to go. I don't want to go was a bunch of kids. You have to do whatever it's only break.
That's what I was telling Marilyn. I was like,
Better than a donkey.
Puerto Rico's not that big. But if we get there to go, we have someone who speaks Spanish and knows the area.
You're not
Yeah,
listening
she
to
gets
the
that.
halftime.
There has to be Airbnbs there, like the big pools.
In the San Juan part. Maybe just take a day to go see her where she was.
How long is that flight? I'm flying first class anyway, so it don't matter. Hardly anybody. You know where I had the most number to? I almost bought another auction. Oh yeah, that was really good. Like 3 or 4 people that got that. You know that one. I'm working yesterday.
School. We're ready for the second half play. Do have a couple of scores. Dad hooked me up with those scores. We'll get to them here in just a little bit. But right now,
It's good to have connections, isn't it?
well, you know, yes, it is. Very good. I know he's not in a good mood right now. Here comes the kick. Josh Smith kicks it deep. Beckley takes it from the 11-yard line across the 10, the 15, the 20. Now looking, and we'll get to the 25, and then gets thrown down at about the 27-yard line. That's A.J. Thomas bringing the ball back, and now we got a late flag come flying in. What's that about?
Be a little extracurricular on somebody. I did not see it.
I didn't see it either. It was the official from the near side that threw the flag.
I mean, to be honest, these have both been two well-prepared, clean teams throughout this game. Looks like it's going to go on
Against Washington, yeah.
So
I don't know if something was said as a kid came off the field, or
I'll take it. Call a face mask? He did not call something late, call a face mask.
he was just late throwing the flag in. Because, I mean, the whistle blew before he threw the flag in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, so face mask was the call. That moves the football up to the Beckley 43-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Flying Eagles. Beckley breaks out of the huddle, leading 10-7. Going back to that tight formation, double wing set. Gage under center. And the handoff will go to Connor Ray to the outside across the 20 of midfield. 45-40, 35. And Connor Ray with his second big run of the night takes it down to the Washington 32-yard line.
Man, you got to be impressed by Connor, first and foremost. You got to be impressed by the right side of our line as well. And you got to be impressed by what we worked on at halftime, saying, guys, get big on big and dominate. And that's what we did there on the first play. We'll see if we can keep the train rolling, because the issue here in the second quarter was finishing drives.
So first down and 10 for Beckley from the Washington 33-yard line. Backs. Hand it off to Bryce Ford this time. Bryce fighting through the lane. And Bryce will get down to about the 30. I'll give him a couple of yards, make it second down and 8. Just underway here in the third quarter. Beckley leading 10-7.
My man Tyrez is out there adjusting to the speed of this level. And, you know, he's a lot quicker than he was last year. He's let guys cross his face a few times, and right there he was able to get down, make that block. Bryce almost broke that for 8-10.
It's time for Beckley. They line up in the offset I. Hand it off again this time. Bryce gets down to the 30. Third down and 8. Coming up, no gain on the play that time for Bryce.
Really good job by the defensive end over on the outside there for Washington. I believe that was their stud, Mr. Oziah Mensah. He's a good player, man, and he doesn't make that play right there. Bryce might be standing on the tee in the end zone.
Beckley goes back to the double wing on this third down play. Hand it off to the near sideline and cutting it up and trying to get some running room. Not much there. Beckley takes it down to the 28-yard line. Running the ball that time was Connor Ray.
It's him again, man. We got to get Mensah out of the trenches, man. He's disrupting our line right now, big time.
All right, so Beckley now looking at a fourth down play. Fourth down at about 7. Ball sitting at the Washington 29-yard line.
Definitely no man's land here. I like going for it.
Double wing set again. This time Gage back to pass. Here comes the rush. Stands in there, throws it, going to be incomplete. Looking on the far sideline for Connor Ray. And it goes out of bounds, and Beckley turns it over on downs.
And, you know, that's okay. Gage, early in the game, you know, he had that play where he rolled out, took off running, and heaved it straight up in the air to the middle of the field. Right there, even though it's fourth down, Gage didn't try to force anything that he couldn't do. He got the ball out there where his guy still had a chance at it. You know, falls incomplete. That's okay. Defense has been locking these boys down. Get out here, get a stop. We'll get back on the field.
4 receivers set for Washington on their first down play. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Fake the handoff, pass across the middle in the flat. Going to be complete up to the 25-yard line. Making the catch on that far side was Isaiah Beard. And it brings up a second down play. Second down about 3.
Surprised that's the first time we've heard his name called tonight. Hoping it stays that way, because that's a player on this Washington offense that can really get rolling, man, and we got to keep him in check.
Javon Jones, Beard will come to the near sideline along with Terry Ray III. Shotgun formation for Michael Thompson. Back to pass, looking to the near sideline. Still looking, he's got time. Now throws it, and it's going to be complete up at about the 40 to the 41-yard line. Have enough for the first down. Making the catch that time for the Washington Patriots was Philip Shields III. And now Beckley has an injured player down right at the 40-yard line. Hopefully we're looking at a leg cramp. And that's what I think it is. It is. Yep. I can't see the number, who it is.
It is that Bryce? I think I saw 22.
You can tell I'm getting old. I can't see the numbers on the shoulder pads.
I mean, I can't see it either. I'm not as old as you, so.
Well, we're both getting old. That's what that means. We're just both getting old. All right, we do have some scores to pass along to you from the Chick-fil-A scoreboard. Huntington and Hurricane are tied at 7. Martinsburg in the second quarter leads Ballou 42-0.
Told you they were winning.
Yeah. Wheeling Park leading Parkersburg South 14-6. Hedgesville is losing by the score of 7-6. Petersburg.
That is Bryce out there. He looks like he's going to be okay with.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. So Petersburg leading Berkeley Springs 13-7. Bridgeport is winning 49-0. Greenbrier East still leading 2-0. Roane County over Shady Spring 14-6. Oak Hill leads Nicholas County 14-0. Williamstown winning 34-0. Pendleton County winning 21-13. And Wheeling Central in the fourth quarter leads James Monroe 21-0.
In the spirit of Greenbrier East, the Braves are beating the Phillies 6-1. So.
Are they really? Good.
They are.
We got a game.
They blew it last night, though.
Yeah, they did. Dang on them. 1st and 10 for Washington from the 41-yard line of the Patriots. 4 receivers set. This time they hand the football off. Running the ball is Alan Casey. Not much there. Matter of fact, he loses 2 on the play. It brings up 2nd down and 12.
I don't even know if you can call that a tackle. Keandre just engulfed him. I mean, it just fell on. I mean, Keandre's unblockable sometimes.
So 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Patriots. They move the football back. Actually, the loss of 1. They move it to the 40.
But if Keandre can get rolling like that, the way Jamarcus played in the first half, he picks it back up and, got Drake out there as well. We should be tough to stop up front in the second half.
2nd down and 12, or 2nd down and 11 coming up. And they hand it off to Casey again. This time Casey fights his way forward up to the 45. And it brings up a 3rd down play, 3rd down and about 7. 7:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Beckley up 10-7.
It's a good job by Casey there, man. Last play he ran a little straight up, and freshman back, he's going to learn you can't do that with these big boys in the backfield. That time he got small and got up behind his center and guard and let them push forward and let him get 7 yards.
So 3rd down and 7 coming up. 4 receivers set. Thompson back to pass. Looking. Has time. Now coming to the near sideline. Keandre flushes him out of the pocket. Ball is going to be incomplete almost. Nice try by Beckley's A.J. Thomas, trying to cut in front of the route. And it falls incomplete, and it brings up a 4th down play. And once again, Pritt, the young man who had the leg cramp earlier, is limping off the field again. And it brings up 4th down for Washington. Ball sitting at the 45-yard line. And it looks like the Patriots are going to keep their offense on the field and go for it here.
Yeah, I mean, this is as far downfield as they've been outside of that big play. They got to get some momentum. You're at home, and they've stopped Beckley recently, so why not?
And now they're going to call the timeout. Play clock was down to 1 second. They had to call the timeout, so now that gives Coach Ray, who's in his 2nd season at the helm here at Washington. Last year they went 3-7. Thanks for the transfer portal. Got some guys in, and a lot of people we have talked to have said this is a team that could make some noise.
A lot of people surprise team up here, and what Martinsburg has. Joking about them winning, but they're what they have. What Spring Mills has with Max Anderson and those boys over there. Hedgesville and Jefferson. I don't think Jefferson's going to be as good this year as they were the last couple of years. Hedgesville's going to be, about right in that same vicinity that they've been. Musselman lost a lot of guys, but this Washington team, man, they're a wild card up here. And I got to catch myself. I almost said they're a playoff team, and I know I'm not trying to joke about it.
Joke about it.
I know, but it gets old, man. I mean, I think they had a chance to make a run before the classes got changed up.
I wasn't going to say they're a playoff team. I was saying they're a top 16 team. That's what I was going to say.
I think before people reclassified, I think this team had a really good chance of getting in. And I don't know that they're a top 8 team, but Beckley thinks they are, and I think we are too. We need to. If they're not, we better start showing it.
All right, 4th down coming up for the Patriots. 4th down and about 7 from their own 45-yard line. Shotgun formation. Thompson back to pass. He's coming to the near sideline. Throws it in the flat. Pass going to be complete into Beckley territory at the 42-yard line. Catch made by Javon Jones. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from the Beckley 42.
And, you know, that's the thing about this Washington team, man. You give them time. Thompson's a great quarterback, and they've got 4 or 5 skill guys that can compete with just about anybody.
And Beckley could not get any pressure on Campbell that time. 4 receivers set, first down and 10 from the Beckley 42. Thompson, back to pass. Now he's going to take it off, run up the middle. He's got some running room across the Beckley 35. Gets down to the Beckley 32-yard line. Bryce Ford back in there makes the tackle. Landon Jones is there as well for Beckley. But another first down as he picks up 10 yards. There's the quarterback, Michael Thompson.
Thompson's trying to show me that I don't know what I'm talking about, because I've been telling everybody he's not very mobile. And right there, man, that's the first time I've seen him just put his head down and show the wheels off a little bit.
Well, now it looks like Thompson's going to check out for a play as he comes over and gets some water. He checks out. And coming in is Kyle Athena. 4 receivers set again. Athena this time keeps it himself, loses his balance but gets back up and takes it down to the Beckley 29-yard line, picks up at about 4, brings up second down and 6, and Thompson coming back into the game. So second down and 6 coming up for the Patriots. Ball sitting at the Beckley 29, coming down to the 5:40 mark of the third quarter. Beckley up 10-7. They'll line up. 2 receivers to each side. They'll send slot receiver in motion to the right. Back to pass. Thompson looking. Pump fakes. Now penalty flags are thrown. This is going to be a holding call. They're going to throw it down the field. Pass is going to be caught, but this one's going to come back. And Bryce Ford trying to go up and knock the ball down. He's coming down. He's got...
He's got cramps firing back up on Bryce.
Yep. This one's going to come back, though. We're going to have a holding call against the Patriots.
Yeah, Jamarcus, buddy, you can shake your head. I know he's been holding you for play after play there, but, you know, you have to call that one. Jamarcus has been auditioning for that heavyweight spot on the wrestling team here the last few plays, and finally, I guess, you know, when he's back there to make a play and gets pulled down, you got to call it. But it's been frustrating him. He's got to keep his head up and keep going forward. I know he's being held, and they're going to call it.
So after that 10-yard penalty, moves it back now, second down and 15. It's not 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It is 10 yards from the original line of scrimmage. Or from the line of scrimmage, not the original, but the line of scrimmage. So second down at about 16 now. Back to pass. Thompson through the far side. Pass will be incomplete.
Drive through that. That's not a penalty, man. It's a good play. I can't tell who the D-back was over there. Is that AJ?
I think it was Christian.
It is Christian. You're right. That's a 2. Yeah, good job by Christian there. He drove through the receiver. You got to finish that because he may he may catch that ball, and Christian finished the play, man. He put his head down, made a hit on the receiver, and that caused the ball to fall incomplete. Receiver catches that if Christian doesn't put a shoulder pad on it.
Third down coming up. Third down and about 15 for Washington. 5-minute mark of this third quarter. Beckley up 10-7.
Got to get a little pressure here.
4 receivers set. Shotgun formation for Michael Thompson. Back to pass. Looking in the flat. Pass going to be incomplete. In and out of the hands of Alan Casey. And it brings up fourth down. Even if he caught that one, I don't know how much yardage he would have picked up. He caught it, but he would catch it behind the line. And for Beckley, Jaheim Miller was there.
Going to keep the offense out here. I don't know about this one.
So fourth down now and 16, or 15 rather, and it looks like they're going to go for it. Ball sitting at the Beckley 39. So Thompson drifts back again in that shotgun formation. 4 receivers, twins to each side. Thompson back to pass. Here comes the rush by Beckley, and getting him down, DeMarcus Mans.
I see you, big fella. I see you, big fella.
Gets the first sack of the night for Beckley.
He's been chasing him all night, man. He's been getting held. He's been getting double teamed. He came out early in the game, and DeMarcus, he dominated for 2 series, so he's been the focal point of this Washington offense. And right there, he finally broke through and he got him.
Big sack for Beckley on that fourth down. DeMarcus Mans, his first sack of the season for the 6'4", 270 junior And Beckley takes over 1st and 10 from the Washington 47. Well, I'd like to see Beckley get some points on the board here.
Well, we created a play there. That's basically a turnover, so we need to capitalize.
2nd down, or 1st down for Beckley, and on the misdirection, actually MJ keeps it himself and jumps over the line at the 45. He gets down to the Washington 44. That looked like they wanted to do the misdirection with Christian on the other side, but they fumbled it, and MJ did the smart thing.
Smart play by MJ. That's a senior play right there, holding on to the ball, getting what you can. Don't try to, I know it's drawn up that way, but you know, you don't force that second handoff when they're back there. The ball's bouncing around a little bit and put the ball on the turf.
Coach Surratt calls that timeout. I don't think he's happy with the offense right now.
He's not, and you know, they're doing some things good, but they're also getting in their own way a little bit. Washington's had a great game plan, and they've got some really good players. They got these 2 or 3 linemen that are standout guys. I've been impressed by these sophomore they've got, little undersized. You look at them on the roster sheet and you think, okay, we're going to push these boys around. But the sophomore they've got, they're hard-nosed, man. They're tough kids. Very impressed by Osa Mensah, as I thought I would be coming up here, Osiah Mensah. And, you know, we got to get our heads up here, and we talk about that weight room. We talk about all the effort that they put in the offseason. 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. From the rest of this game is where that shows. So, you know, we can talk about it, but we did it. We're not just talking about it, we did it. So this is where you see that, and we need to start seeing our push come back that we had very early in the game, and we have when we've gone straight forward.
2nd down and 8. Coming up for Beckley. Ball sitting at the Washington 45. A.J. Thomas comes to the left. Double wing set. And this time they hand it up the middle and getting across the 40 down to the Washington 35, maybe the 34-yard line. That's Landon Jones carrying the ball that time. And, boy, give credit to Gage because Gage had a Washington play all over him.
Credit to Gage and credit to the draw up there because, you know, I say we're not getting the push, but Washington's loading 8 in the box and they're firing A-gaps. Okay, you load 8 in the box, you fire A-gaps, and you go towards the motion. Well, they went towards the motion there. We barely got it off. They almost got back there before we could get the ball off. But we went the other way that time with Landon, and there was nobody over there. We popped off 18 yards. So they're selling out. We got to keep doing what we're doing on that play.
1st and 10 for Beckley from the Washington 34. Back to pass. Gage looking, stays in the pocket, throws it across the middle. Pass going to be incomplete. Defending on that, or the intended receiver was Christian Stewart.
Pretty ball, man, just not quite enough air under it. Gage going to want that one back.
Yeah, because Christian beat 2 players.
Yeah, I mean, he threw it well. He just didn't get it.
If he could have let him a little bit more,
didn't get enough air in there.
He could have let him a little bit more. Christian's in the touchdown.
I'd say 8 times out of 10, Gage makes that throw.
Yeah. All right, 3:48 to go. 3rd quarter, Beckley up 10-7. Beckley looking at a 2nd down and 10 play. This time, Beckley hands it off again to Landon Jones. Landon gets hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you can talk about pre-snap motion and blitzing A-gaps and all that stuff, but when you don't, no matter how many they have in the blocks, when you don't block any of them, you're going to get the play blown up. So 3rd and long, we need to get 7.
And 3rd down and 11, Beckley from the Washington 34-yard line. Double wing set, Christian Stewart out wide to the right. Gage back to pass. That's in the pocket, those are across the middle, picked off by the Washington Patriots. Coming back the other way, it is Jones across the 40, midfield, 45, 40, still on his feet, 35, 30, and then MJ pushes him out of bounds at the Beckley 24-yard line. That time Gage didn't see the defender coming across the middle.
No, he didn't at all. And
that was Terry Ray III making that interception for the Washington Patriots.
And, you know, there's the mistake that we couldn't make in a game like this. But defense it's okay. It's not going to be the first mistake that we make, and we're going to make plenty of plays on the other end.
Why is the clock running? Clock should not have been running. Change of possession, and it's still running. All right, first down and 10. Ball sitting at the Beckley 24. 5 receivers set for Washington. Back to pass. Thompson stays in the pocket, looking to their sideline, looking for the end zone. Pass will be incomplete.
Oh, my goodness, man. He came over Preston's back.
And Preston staying down. He's got a leg cramp now, and so does the receiver for Washington. But you're right, there was contact. Preston should have had that interception, but he was hit from the back.
Preston would have had that interception. He had a guy come over his back and hit him. I mean,
it should have been offensive pass interference, but no flag was thrown.
Preston became the receiver, and I guarantee you that flag is thrown the other way. So come on, guys, we got to make that call. Hopefully everybody's all right here. I think we, like you said, just got cramps, but.
Yeah, definitely Preston's got leg cramps. They're trying to stretch that out.
That's the element Preston brings to this team right there, man. That was just a great ball IQ. Read that perfectly, came back, ball was in his hands, and I don't know.
I can't tell if the injured player for Washington, if it's a leg cramp or if it's something else, because I don't see them trying to stretch it out.
I don't either. Like you said, Preston's definitely getting stretched out over here. So we're going to, I hate assuming, but, I mean, we've seen this a million times. We're pretty sure this is a leg cramp. Like
now,
you said, the Washington player, though, is the one I'm a little more worried about.
So second down and 10 will be coming up for Washington. Ball sitting at the Beckley 24-yard line. It's been 3 plays for Washington tonight.
Yeah.
2 offensive plays and a defensive play.
2 big offensive plays and an interception. And I don't know. I don't hate Gage throwing that ball there at all. You know, that you're going to find out, I think, we're going to find out real quick that Gage is a gunslinger, man, and he's going to try to make plays. And that's what he was doing there. He just didn't see the guy. So, like I said, he's going to make more mistakes, but he's going to make so many plays that benefit us that it all washes.
The injured player for Washington is Javon Jones. He's being helped off the field, walking a little bit, but I still don't know if that's a leg cramp or if it's an ankle.
He's favoring an ankle. Hopefully he's
Preston
all right.
Is hopping off the field, and that is a leg cramp. They were working on it. It just has not eased up.
Javon Jones has been fun to watch out here tonight, man. Both of these Jones boys for Washington are solid football players. You hate to see anybody take an ankle, but it looks like he's walking on it. So
he comes over and takes a seat, and trainers will start working on him again. All right. Second down and 10 for Washington. Ball sitting at the Beckley 24. 2:15 to go here in this third quarter. Shotgun formation. 4 receivers set. And this time keeps it himself right up the middle. And we'll get down to the Beckley 15-yard line. Pickup of 9 brings up third down and 1. Michael Thompson carrying the ball for the second time up the middle.
They're going to have to start respecting that a little bit. I know they haven't shown it on film, and I don't think, you know, we thought that Thompson would be a threat on the ground, but that's twice he's been able to just turn into the fullback and pick up 9 or 10.
All right, third down and 1 for Washington. Ball sitting at the Beckley 15-yard line. Beckley leading 10-7. Shotgun formation once again, takes off to the left, and this time I don't think he got the first down unless they give him the spot, and they are across the 15 down to the 14. He was hit back at the 16-yard line by Landon Jones and also by Jamarcus Manns. But evidently he spun off of him, and he's 6'6".
Yeah, he's 6'6". He didn't have very far to go.
So they move the football down to the 14-yard line, and that's where they have it, first and 10.
Beckley's starting to cycle some D linemen a little bit here, so we got Tyrez in there, a couple plays. We're going to put Jamarcus and Keandre back in, and we need those motors, boys.
First down and 10 from the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left, hand it off to Casey up the middle, breaks a tackle inside the 10. They're actually down to the 10-yard line, still fighting. And they'll mark him right at the 10, pick up a 4, brings up second down and 6. 53 seconds to go in this third quarter.
The little guy runs hard, man, and I know for, 5'10", 155, he's not that big already, but he can take that 5'10" and get down to about 5'2" when he gets small.
Now we have another timeout call, an official timeout for another injury for the Washington Patriots. I can't tell, that might be Casey. Alan Casey, the running back, takes off the helmet. And this is another leg cramp.
Yeah, they start, you always see this week one, these leg cramps start firing up, and, you know, you do everything you can to avoid them, but with the humidity and how hot it's been, you're going to see them.
So Washington going to be looking at a second down play, second down and about 6 from the Beckley 10-yard line. And we've got just 40 seconds left here in this third quarter. Beckley leading 12-10. So still working on the young man for Washington on the field to our right. Second down and about 6 for Washington. Ball sitting at the Beckley 10-yard line. They've got Tavon Jones in the backfield now. 4 receivers set. Michael Thompson hands it off to Jones up the middle, breaks a tackle inside the 10, gets down to the 8-yard line. Jaheim Miller comes up and makes the hit. And it brings up a third down play now for the Patriots. Third down at about 4, and that will be probably the final play here in this third quarter.
Gut check time.
And that will do it. We have played 3 quarters of football here at Washington High with your score. The Beckley Flying Eagles 10, the Washington Patriots 7. We come back with fourth quarter action here on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS. All right, get ready to start fourth quarter action. Beckley leading 10-7, but Washington threatening. Looking at third down and 2 from the Beckley 8-yard line.
Gut check time, man. I'd expect to see Coach Ray send some pressure here. Somebody got to make a play, man. This is where Drake Bowling, Keandre Good, Landon Jones, Bryce Ford, Connor Ray, somebody, man. Let's see somebody make a play.
Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set, Beard out wide to the right, one-on-one with Christian Stewart. And they hand the football off up the middle, nothing there. Good job, Landon Jones.
How about Landon Jones?
Leading the way. Going to be short of the first down, brings up a fourth down play.
How about Connor Ray back there, too? 2 seniors making a play, so, you know. Good thing about third down, you get a stop. It's now fourth down. Bad thing about it is they're on the 8 and they still got another chance. So we got to come up with another one.
So fourth down play for Washington. Fourth down and about 3 from the Beckley 8-yard line. The official said that for the clock to start, and he just now started it. I mean, another 10 seconds should have ran off the clock. Earlier, change of possession, they kept it running. Now they stop it.
Man, this feels like this is just such a tide-changing play, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Beckley needs to stop here. Fourth down and about 4. Ball sitting at the Beckley 9-yard line.
It's one of those you're going to look back on and say this is what changed the game.
Shotgun formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking. They hand it off. Fake the handoff. Thompson keeps it himself, coming to the near sideline. Spins, and I think he's got the first down inside the 5. And he does. First and goal for Washington from the 4-yard line now.
Yeah. Second effort got him over the first down line. He took a hit, too. I mean, he took a hit. It's just a tough play by Thompson. I mean, he took a hit low right where you're supposed to make a tackle, and he kept churning his legs, got through it, and used the big frame and fell forward and got the first.
All right, first down and goal for Washington for the Beckley 4-yard line. Beckley leading 10-7. Two receivers to each side. Back to pass. Thompson keeps it himself now inside, looking for as close as he can get down to the end zone. Gets down to about the 3. A gain of 1 brings up second down and goal. Jacob Reeves in there for Beckley. 10:45 to go in the game. Beckley leading 10-7. Washington has it second down and goal from the 3-yard line.
Going to have to make a play in the backfield because especially if they keep letting Thompson keep the ball. Once he gets to the line, he can fall forward for a yard a couple times.
This time they'll send 2 receivers to each side. Thompson stands in the backfield. He's got Tavon Jones to his right. Play clock down to 3. This time, Thompson back to pass. Here comes the rush by Beckley. Gets out of it. Now looking, throws it to the back of the end zone. Pass is going to be out of the end zone. Incomplete. Jaheim Miller back there for Beckley. And it brings up 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, I'm going to have to change my evaluation on Thompson a little bit. From watching him in the scrimmages, I thought, man, strong arm, pocket presence, but if you can get him flushed, he'll go either get him down or he'll throw it away, and he's done a good job here of, man, we had 2 guys on top of him right there, and Thompson was able to roll out, get enough on that ball to throw it through the end zone.
3rd down and goal. Ball sitting at the Beckley 3-yard line. Back to pass, looking, lobs it out, pass going to be complete to Jones, breaks 1 tackle, and will get down to the 2-yard line. Actually, no gain on the play. Good job of Beckley's defense. They mark it back at the 3, and it's 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line for Beckley.
Man, that's Christian Stewart, and once again, you know, that's why these boys spend as much time in the weight room as they do. Christian is as strong as a lot of linebackers out there. It looked like Washington was going to walk in the end zone.
Now it looks like Josh Smith's going to come out and they're going to attempt a field goal to try to tie the game up. Tee down at the 10-yard line, so this is going to be an 18-yard field goal attempt to try to tie the game up for Josh Smith. From the right hash, snap good, kick up, kick is going to be good, and we got a tie ball game. 9:23 to go in the contest. Your new score, Beckley 10, Washington 10. We come back, we continue here on the Big Dawg, 99.5 WJLS.
If you love spaghetti.
30 seconds.
Wow. Gino's is a
game tied at 10 with 9:22 to go in the contest. One thing I like about the fact that they ran 7 plays inside Beckley's 7-yard line and they couldn't score.
Well, let's remember too, they got that pick and ran it back inside our 30, so that's how they got there. The Beckley defense came through with the gut check they needed. You know, we recovered from, still gave up some points on the turnover, but did not give up a touchdown and kept it a tie ball game. So, you know, we got to get the offense rolling, but you got to like where you're at even in a tie game if you're Beckley with this defense.
And watch for the onside. I think
so too.
Here comes the kick by Smith. It is a deep kick taken by the Flying Eagles at about the 12-yard line. Across the 15, the 20, right in the middle of the 25. Christian Stewart trying to get to the outside and does so and gets up to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. That's what Beckley will have it, 1st and 10.
Oh, man, that hole was opening. If he would have, Christian didn't see it. He saw it, and he didn't know it was quite there, and then he veered to the left right before it opened up. If he would have held on, I know that he did the right thing there trying to get outside, but, man, if he could have held on for just another split second. He tried.
So here we go, Beckley and Washington tied at 10 in the first ever meeting between the two teams. They will play again next year in Beckley. Beckley lines up, 2 receivers to the right, wing back set to the left. Gage low snap, and he gets behind him, and he has to go back and fall on it at about the 21-yard line. Well, that's huge. That's a loss of about 15 yards on a low snap.
Yeah, can't have that, obviously.
Now Beckley looking at a 2nd down and about 26. Another injury timeout for Washington, another leg cramp.
Yeah, that's Osiah Mensah this time. So hopefully, like I said, they're stud lineman. Hopefully he just takes a cramp and hops back up.
Clock down to 8:55. Beckley and Washington tied at 10. And Beckley has put themselves in a deep hole here, looking at a 2nd down play. 2nd down in about 26.
But, you know, we got speed on the outsides. I mean, this is where you task a Christian or an MJ or even AJ or Preston and get them outside and see if they can win a one-on-one and take off for 15 or 20.
Next week, the Beckley Flying Eagles back on the road, taking on the Greenbrier Spartans.
Trying to see if this is a cramp there with those Mensa.
Yeah, it looks like you're trying to stretch out that right leg.
Like you said, just a cramp should be okay, but he was definitely overheating out there too, because you had people just kind of waving air, trying to cool him off.
He cannot put any weight on that right leg.
No, he can't, man, and that scares me. Wow. Man, that would be such a...
Unless his leg has just continued to cramp up and has not...
You got to hope for the best there, because that's one of the guys that he's put in unbelievable time. He's one of the top 10 linemen in the state of West Virginia, I believe. You know, definitely all-state candidate. You got to just hope for the best with him.
All right, Beckley looking at a second down and about 26 from the Beckley 23.
And we moved.
So it cost Beckley 5 more yards. Boy, we have not seen this all game long, and now all of a sudden we've had a low snap and movement.
Yeah, I mean, this is one where with the defense we have, Coach Surratt I don't think he'd blow a timeout here with second and a million, but you can't make a mistake here, guys. We're terrible down and distance. We cannot turn the ball over. We got to pick up a couple chunks. Maybe we can get a penalty. You know, maybe we can get 15 here, 15 there, but we got to reverse the field is priority number one.
Second down, and now Beckley does call a timeout. That's the second timeout. We only got one left.
It's okay. I don't hate it. I mean, I know that the book says not to do that, but we're obviously rattled right here. We've got to calm down and, you know, get a couple chunks and get this field reversed. And the reason I say that is, you know, our defense has given up 2 plays all night long. So if we can, you got to think if we can get this ball back to the 40, 35, strong punting game, get them back in their territory. You know, maybe the defense can make something happen. Worst case, we can get them off the field and try to get the ball back around the 45-40, our own 45-40, and get a game-winning drive together. But right now, man, second and it says 28. Looks longer than that to me.
Well, the ball sitting back at the 19. Beckley's got to get to the 36.
Oh, we got to get to the 46.
No, 36. Oh, yeah, 46. I was looking at the other one.
You're looking at the first chain.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I was okay.
It's
wow.
a long way.
19 to the 46. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's 28, but I mean.
All right, back to pass. Gage looking, throws in the flat, going to be complete. Coming across up the field, across the 25. A.J. Thomas with the reception. And they move it up for the Flying Eagles up to the 29. That brings up a third down play now. Third down and about 17.
That's one of those that you look back on that and it doesn't seem like a big play. I know it made it from second and 27 to third and 18, but man, you got one of your playmakers the ball. You got a chunk. Now let's get another chunk. Maybe it'll make something happen.
Back to pass. Gage again looking to the far side. Pass too high and almost picked off. And it is picked off. It was tipped by the Flying Eagles, and then it was picked off. And now Washington has the ball in Beckley territory after the turnover at the Beckley 36. With 7.5 minutes to go in the game, and Beckley and Washington tied at 10. I didn't see, I think it was Preston, the intended receiver, and he came down with another leg cramp.
Yeah, can't tell if this is Christian or AJ out here cramping up too. That's AJ. A lot of guys cramping right now.
First and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sitting at the Beckley 36. And they fake the handoff now. Pitch to the near sideline. Going to be taken by the receiver. Taken to the 35-yard line. That was Isaiah Beard. Boy, that was a very
dangerous, wasn't it?
Dangerous pitch. And nobody for Beckley was around to come up and try. I think because everybody's got leg cramps. Isaiah Beard's now.
I mean, you say that loosely, but I mean, seriously, Bryce came up and was about to make a play, and he broke down to make the tackle because you could tell that leg cramp was bothering him.
Second down for Washington. Second down and 8. Ball sitting at the Beckley 34.
That was actually Connor, the 17.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation for Michael Thompson. Roll out to the right, throws the ball in the flat. Pass going to be complete for the first down at the Beckley 25.
Pass completed from Thompson, the number 1.
Javon Jones makes the catch. So Washington gets the first down. First down and 10 for the Beckley 25 with 6:39 to go here in the contest, tied at 10. Four receivers set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Michael Thompson. Back to pass, rolling to the near sideline. Here comes the rush by Beckley. Throws it, pass going to be complete. Down to the Beckley 15-yard line. Connor Ray defending on the play. And making the catch, Terry Ray, and he's limping as he gets back. Another first down for Washington. First and 10 from the Beckley 15. 6:05 to go here in the contest.
Thompson doing a better job of getting the ball out quickly now. You know, we're sending a blitz, but he's getting the ball out so fast we can't get back to him. We'll have to press a little bit more on coverage, I believe.
4 receivers set, 2 to each side. Thompson, shotgun formation, first and 10 from the Beckley 15. This time he keeps it himself, takes it to the right, cuts it back up. Penalty flags are thrown. This is going to come back for a hold.
Yeah, I mean, that one, a few of these holds have just been so obvious they've had to be called. And that was one, obviously, right there.
If you're Beckley, you got to take the penalty, move them back. And make it first down and 20. You decline it, you make it second down and 10, but they're going to take it.
Yeah, you got to take it because they're in field goal range. Once again, that's Jamarcus being held. He's been held all night. And, you know, we've got a couple calls on that, but he held him so bad there, he might have to come out of the game and get his shoulder pad fit. He got it fixed there.
Landon Jones checking out.
Off now.
5:44 to go in the contest. Beckley and Washington tied at 10. Now everybody gets set. Washington will have 4 receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Michael Thompson, shotgun formation. We'll have Devon Jones standing to his right. Now he switches to the left. Thompson back to pass. Deep drop, looking, stays in the pocket, now steps up, eludes the rush by Jamarcus Mans, takes off to the right, pump fakes with it, turns it up, breaks one tackle, and Jamarcus catches him from behind. Down to the Beckley 14-yard line.
He reached in for it. I thought he had it.
So he picks up 11 yards, and it brings up second down and 9 from the Beckley 15. 5:22 to go in the game. Beckley and Washington tied at 10.
Man, I think Jamarcus got a paw in there and ripped at the ball. I think he got it, but he was down on the ground by the time it came out.
Thompson back in shotgun formation, 4 receivers. Second down and 9 coming up from the Beckley 14-yard line. Thompson back to pass, looking, flushed out of the pocket, takes it to the right, stays in there, now looking, still looking to throw the ball, stays in, here comes the throw, incomplete.
And we got okay, the flag is down on the field. I didn't see it, so that's why I was trying to calm down before I unloaded. But that was a full-on WWE takedown at one of the interior line positions, and that was Keandre Good that went down, and I'm guessing that's what we're calling here, but we will see.
4:45 to go in regulation. We're tied at 10. Here comes the call by the official. Illegal receiver downfield.
Didn't even, okay.
They decline it and make it third down.
I don't know, man. I might have to go back and watch the film on some of these because.
So third down and 9 for Washington from the Beckley 14-yard line. Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. Michael Thompson Back to pass. Looking to the near sideline. Now steps up. He's flushed in the pocket. Now comes out of it. Pump fakes with it. Throws it down the field. Looking. It's going to be incomplete. Beckley had 2 defenders down there in the end zone, and they collided, and the ball falls incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, 2 guys trying to make a play on the ball. Both dove at it. Like you said, I don't know if one of them would have stopped. Obviously, you can't stop. You got to go for the ball, but I don't know if we could have got to that dive anyway, but good pressure, finally starting to flush Thompson a little bit.
Now Josh Smith will come in to attempt the field goal, which could give Washington their first lead of the game. They'll set the tee down at the 21-yard line. This will be a 31-yard field goal attempt for Washington with 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Snap, little high, kick on the way, kick is up, and the kick is no good. Wide to the left, no good. So Beckley's defense holds Washington after the turnover, and with 4:27 to go in the game, Beckley gets the ball back, and we're tied at 10.
He's got a leg, though. Write that one down. Senior Joshua Smith, if this game comes down to Washington needing to kick a field goal to win it, man, he has got a boot. I think that would have probably been good from, what do you think, 45?
Easily.
I mean,
distance was not the problem.
Distance was not the problem, and it was barely wide. So we'll take it, but we do not want this game to be played down on this side of the field anymore.
4:27 to go in regulation. We're tied at 10. Beckley with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 20. I know, Beckley kids, they're tired. You're cramping up, but we need you now. We need this offense.
Need it now. I'm trying to find 66 on the Washington side. See if Ozai Mensah's back in there. I don't see him out on the field right now. So,
double wing set for Beckley. We'll send Christian Stewart in motion to the right. Gage, back to pass. Looking, throws it to the near sideline. Pass will be intercepted once again by the Washington Patriots. Intercepted by Javon Jones.
That was a good play by Javon Jones.
And once again, I don't think Gage saw him. He saw Landon Jones that was open. The pass was thrown a little short, and Javon Jones was there. And back-to-back interceptions by Beckley, and Washington takes over, 1st and 10 from the Beckley 34-yard line with 4:17 to go in the contest. Defense got to step up again. You know the leg that Josh Smith has. You do not want to get him in a position where he's got a straight-on field goal. So they might be close to being field goal range now.
They're close. You know, I mean, that's...
Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Hand it off up the middle. This is Casey. Casey gets down to the 30-yard line, maybe the 29. Jacob Reeves there for Beckley. Alan Casey picks up about 5 yards, and it brings up a 2nd down and 5 with 3:55 to go. Ball sitting at the Beckley 29-yard line at a tie ball game. Pistol set. Michael Thompson. He's got Casey behind him. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Fake the handoff this time. Now they swing it out to the right. Pass going to be caught. Looking for some running room and gets bumped out of bounds by Christian Stewart, short of the line. Isaiah Beard makes the catch.
Good job by both Christian and MJ there, tracking him down and making sure they forced the receiver out of bounds before he was able to get a 1st down.
He's out of bounds. Why is the clock running?
Well, should be stopped.
3:15 to go.
Well, that's what they're going to talk about. Now that we get, this is my problem with the clock management, you know, the way, not coaching management, but, you know, we watched all that go on earlier. It didn't matter then. Now it matters that we're in crunch time. What's the difference between the clock ticking now and then ticking in the 2nd quarter?
They're going to put 20 seconds on the clock. 3:30. Come on, guys, pay attention.
We got to get a stop here, though.
3rd down. Coming up for Washington. 3rd down and about 12. Oh, I'm sorry, 3rd down about 2. I'm looking at the wrong stick again.
Yeah, 3rd and 2. We got a
ball sitting at the Beckley 26.
Got to get back here to Thompson. If he beats us running, then, I mean, we can't let him slip by. We got to get a body on him.
4 receivers set. Casey in the backfield. And he takes off with it right up the middle and will be close to the first down, depending on the spot.
I think that 6'6" frame got it again, didn't it?
Well, they haven't motioned yet. They're looking at it.
They're going to give it to him.
And it was a first down. They put the ball down at the Beckley 23. Clock running, 3:19 to go. If you're watching, it kind of looks like they want to drain the clock.
Oh, yeah. They
want
to have a field goal to try to win this.
Shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. And they hand it off to Casey. This time, nothing there. That was Jamarcus Manns making the hit for Beckley.
Remember, Beckley can only stop this one more time.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 10. 2:50 to go in the regulation, tied at 10.
Let's see, they can take this down to about, what, a minute 30? We've got a timeout. Yeah, I figure they're going to try to throw it at least once, though.
3 receivers set to the left, 1 to the right. Allen Casey in the backfield. And they fake the handoff, throw on the slant across the middle. Pass is going to be caught for a first down. Javon Jones makes the catch. And Christian Stewart gets up limping. It's first down and goal. Ball sitting at the Beckley 10. Clock is running, 2:15 to go here in the game. If you're Beckley now, I don't think you take the timeout. Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You have to see what happens here on first down. That's going to decide what the rest of the play setup is.
4 receivers set. They hand it off to Casey. Nothing there.
Take it now.
Allen Casey loses a yard. Actually loses about 3 yards back to the 13 with 1:40 to go in regulation. I've got a feeling they're going to keep it in the center of the field.
Yeah, they're going to let this tick down.
I think they've got 1 or 2 timeouts left. So they're not going to be in any hurry. Play clock at 20 seconds. They can take this down to 1:10. Hand it off up the middle.
Then they take it down to 30 seconds, and then we have a timeout.
Shotgun formation again. And this time they hand it off to fake the handoff, and Thompson keeps it himself.
Yeah, we may take it here, so just in case they dare throw the ball.
They take it down to the 9-yard line, 3rd down and goal from the 9 with 1 minute to go in the game. Boy. Tied at 10, 50 seconds left. 3rd down and goal for the Patriots. Ball sitting at the Beckley 9-yard line. And now, Beckley calls their final timeout with 41 seconds left.
Yeah, let a little bit run off there, but you're still, you're not going to have much time left. You would have been less than 30 seconds. I miscalculated that. It would have been about 12 seconds. So now you're going to have 0 after they run this play. I mean, they'll run this play and then kick it with no time on the clock. But you never know, Washington may try to score here and throw the ball and falls on the ground. But really, you're gearing up for try to block a kick. That's what you're thinking right now. Thinking, you put everything in you put everything you have into, first of all, not letting them score on this play. You can't take this play off, but after that, everything you got, man. Somebody come through and make a play and put a hand on a ball. As good as Joshua Smith has looked kicking the football, those have been 2 low balls. So, you talk about a Preston Clary and MJ Staples, somebody that can get up and get through.
All right, 41.6 seconds left. 3rd down and goal for the Patriots. Ball sitting at the Beckley 9-yard line. Tie ball game at 10. 4 receivers set. Michael Thompson. Gets everybody set. Back to pass. Looking. Throws it. Lobs it for the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. No. Dropped.
Oh, Christian dropped.
Christian had it, I thought.
Oh, he did. He knows he did. He knows he did.
Popped out. So with 35 seconds left, Washington's going to try a field goal that will give them the lead.
Oh, man, Christian had that ball. He knows he had it, too. Wow. I hate that for him more than anything. Man, I just hated watching that reaction from him. Goodness gracious.
They'll put the tee down at the 17-yard line, straight on. So this will be a 27-yard field goal attempt with 35 seconds to go in regulation. Snap down, kick is up, and the kick is no good. Off wide to the left again.
Shoo. Hey, man, win or lose this game, I tell you what, the thing I'm happiest the most about that is I say get him off the hook because I know what's going through his mind right now. That just got my buddy Christian Stewart off the hook.
Christian Stewart was a young man who came diving in, almost blocked that, and he's now getting helped off with it. He gave it all.
He gave everything he had,
yes,
and that's just who he is. That's the kind of person he is, and that's the kind of just sure will and determination he's got. And when he dropped that interception, man, I could see it in him. I know what his face looked like when he made that reaction. And like you said, he gave everything right there on that kick, and he's shaking up. I think it's leg cramps, but he's going to be back out here in a minute.
All right, so for Beckley, 30 seconds to go.
You go to overtime. Get to overtime. Take it. Well, they have 2 timeouts. Take a knee is what I do. Your defense is playing out of this world, and that's what
they'll line up. Double wing set for Beckley, and that's what they're going to do. Beckley's going to take the knee, and we're going to head to overtime.
Yeah, let's go to overtime because this defense hasn't given up anything.
So clock running down to 22 seconds. Beckley does not have to run it again, so we're going to go to overtime. First game of the season.
A little extra football.
A little extra football. We'll head to overtime and score at the end of regulation. Beckley 10, Washington 10. We're back with overtime after this break here on the Big Dawg 99.5 WJLS. Bill Rubin. And we'll see what happens.
Let's go,
Beckley now, if you win the toss, do you take it? Or do you want to be on defense?
You want defense. Yeah, you're always taking defense here, but, I think this calms us down offensively a little bit. They've come at us with some different schemes, and, we've pressed a little bit throwing the football. We've got a young quarterback in here, man. What can you say?
All right, so they're going to meet.
And he's going to get better, trust me. He's going to get a lot better. This kid's got talent.
Tonight, in the last 2 possessions where he's thrown 2 interceptions, that's going to make him better.
It's going to make him better. If we can get out of here with a win, and this kind of game make him better. He's got the demeanor, he's got the attitude, he's got the talent. I mean, it's going to come. He's in his first start, and you can't put. He's made a couple mistakes, and that's all it boils. And it's going to happen. And I would love more than anything to see Gage, and I think he will pop back up off the mat here and come in and get this win.
How much, too, from the standpoint, when you look at the 2 scrimmages, and that's the first 2 games he played at a varsity quarterback level, we didn't do a lot of throwing in those games. We didn't show a lot. So this is really his first time throwing the ball.
It's not all. I mean, we haven't been able to run the ball either.
True.
We haven't been able to run the football either offensively, and that's forced us into situations that, our offense doesn't want to be in. And you get out of here with a win. It's week 1, baby. I mean, that's all it boils down to.
Washington, I think, won the toss. I know Beckley won the toss. Beckley's going to go to the right. So we're going to line up going to the left side of the end zone. I think Beckley got the ball. I think Beckley wants the ball.
Too. I think we want to try to put some pressure on him. I think we want to show some confidence that we still have confidence in our offense.
Well, also maybe to give the defense a little bit of a rest.
break, too.
All right, so overtime, of course, no time on the clock. You'll put the ball down at the 20-yard line.
I mean, and I'm telling you this, I'm not just saying this because he's a 10th grade kid and he's a good kid. And Gage Price is going to be a football player, man. He's going to be a standout at this school. And you see him bounce off the mat right here. Hey, that could catapult something huge.
Something else you got to worry about, too, with the offense and also on the defensive side. Beckley has had so many kids go down.
We've had a lot of injuries.
With cramps. And there's like Christian Stewart's went down.
Oh, I know.
And he's not on the field right now. So you got to worry about that as well. I know Washington's had some, too, but I think Beckley's had a little bit more tonight.
Right here is where you dial down deep. You know, Landon Jones, Bryce Ford, Connor Ray, MJ Staples, Keandre up front, Drake. Go hard, baby.
All right, they'll give it off to Connor Ray. Connor looking for running room inside the 15-yard line, and he will get down to the 13. Pickup of 7 on the play for Connor.
Got a little bit of pop in our step back there up front. You know, got a little Connor as a leader on this team. You see him come over and shoulder bump Drake, saying, let's go.
I think the last time Beckley was in overtime was down in Bluefield. Beckley won on a field goal. Double wing set. This time it goes to Landon Jones. Landon breaks off one tackle, still fighting for yardage. And they're going to stop the play at the 10-yard line. Beckley looking at a first. Is it a first down and 10 or third down and short?
They're not going to give it to us.
Third down and 1 for Beckley from the 11-yard line. Beckley needs to get to the 10. They really have to go a full yard.
No, we're probably line up and 30 dive at them twice here. I think once, but you got 2 chances to do it.
Beckley under center. Gage Price with that double wing set. Surveys the defense, looks, hands it right up the middle, and they get the first down and more. As Beckley gets across the 10 down to the 7.
Drake Bowling shoving a guy into the end zone over here. This team's got to pop in their step again. I'm telling you, man, you get out of a game like this with a win, and it really can change your season for the positive.
We're in overtime. Beckley and Washington tied at 10. Beckley has not scored since the second quarter. The touchdown came back in the first quarter. First and goal. Ball sitting at the 8-yard line of the Patriots. On the misdirection. Bryce Ford finding his way down to the 5-yard line. Beckley looking at second and goal from the 5.
Bryce been an absolute workhorse tonight.
Coming up after the game, we will join high school game night. Good news is, man, we're still only 9:30.
Oh, yeah. 7 o'clock kick, man.
We can be here for a while.
We're catching up to now. We want to score here and then
score here and get it done.
Get it done with.
I agree. All right, here we go. Second down and goal. Ball sitting at the 5-yard line. This time, hand it off. Landon Jones fighting for the end zone. Touchdown, Beckley. Landon Jones takes it in from 5 yards out, and the Flying Eagles score first here in overtime.
Yeah, something about resetting this game, man, and you'll see that at all levels of football. You just get that reset, man. You're able to stop everything. Just stop the bleeding for a minute. You know, boys up front got that pop back in their step. They were getting out of their pulls quicker. They're getting into their drive blocks quicker. Running backs running a little harder, and we looked more like we did at the beginning of the game there.
Here comes the extra point. It is up, and the kick is good. I was waiting for the official to say it because just want to make sure it wasn't a late flag or something, but it wasn't. Kick was good, and Beckley has taken the lead 17-10 after that first overtime possession. Now the defense
just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Needs to do what they have done for the most part tonight. I mean, Beckley, when you think about it, has only given up 2 big offensive plays.
2 big offensive plays.
The other play was a defense of the interception.
Came up huge down here, man. 3 times. Holding them to field goal attempts and 1 field goal. I mean, 3 times the defense has been backed against the wall. 1 time they could have quit. I mean, let's be honest, a lesser team, a less experienced team lets them walk in the end zone, and we're on the bus. Well, I'm headed to go get an hour of sleep. Everybody else going to Beckley.
You get sleep tonight?
I don't think so.
All right, here we go. Washington, first down and 10. Back to pass. Looking to the far sideline. Here comes a rush by Beckley, and they wrap him up, and he throws it away. Incomplete pass, looking for Tavon Jones, and now Michael Thompson sitting back at the 40-yard line, slow to get up. And it brings up second down and 10 from the 20-yard line. Man, he had some pressure that time.
Bryce Ford is putting everything he has into this game right now. And it's not just, it's every one of them. Drake's out here pumping up the crowd, even though we're on the road.
Hey, you know what? I didn't say that, but I look over there now. That's not a bad crowd.
Hey, we had some people come up, man. The city of Beckley had some. I know a lot of them watching their kids, but we got half a crowd, half a bleacher over there, full section.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10. Penalty flags thrown. Delay of game. I thought or illegal substitution. The back judge who threw it. Delay of game against Washington takes him 5. And the play clock had already went down to 0 and then back to 25. So make it now, 2nd down and 15 back at the 25-yard line. Come on, Flying Eagles.
And they are. But when
I know they're worn out.
They're worn out and they're hyped up. You just can't let something slip past you right here. You know, you got to. I know they're pumped and I know they're on a different level right now, but you got to stay to your keys.
Michael Thompson, shotgun formation, 4 receivers set. Devon Jones stands to the left. Back to pass. Thompson stays in the pocket. Here comes a rush by Beckley again, and he gets out of it. Now he's gotten hold on by a ankle. Throw it for the end zone. It is batted down, and it brings up a 3rd down play. And Jamarcus Mann is upset because he got held again.
It's been all night. I mean, you know, and at that time there was a hand on his jersey inside his shoulder pad to the front.
I mean, honestly, Jamarcus probably could have had about 4 or 5 sacks tonight.
If we were playing back in the 50s where Greenbrier East is tonight in a 2-0 game and we're still playing with those tearaway jerseys, Jamarcus would be out there playing sharks and skins right now. I mean, it's just...
Speaking of Greenbrier East, that's where we will be tomorrow or next week. Hope it's not tomorrow. You know,
and guys will be a little tired.
You would think, yeah. We'll play Greenbrier East coming up next week.
But you know what? If you told them we were playing Greenbrier East tomorrow, I guarantee you they'd muster up enough.
Hey, you brought up a good point earlier. And the fact that tonight we're on the road 4.5 hours away from home, playing a team that you haven't played before. Next week, we get to go on the road for
Pass complete to number 5, Ray. He's over the play. This is another Patriot! First down!
Are these good? Are these good?
Over the keeper up the middle. Down at about the 1-foot line. 2nd and goal, Patriots. Patriots.
What? I'm going to send all this message to David Rosie to turn on the field.
And everything else tonight, 17-10. Beckley gets the win over Washington in overtime. Beckley got the scoring started early. 9:52 to go in the first quarter. A 7-yard run by Jacob Reeves. Beckley led 7-0 after the first quarter. In the second, Washington scores 11:10 to go. A 58-yard pass from Michael Thompson to Tavon Jones. The kick was good, and we were tied at 7. And then 5.5 minutes to go before the half. Beckley scores on a 24-yard field goal by Aiden Reeves. Major score 10-7 at the break. No scoring happened in the third quarter. In the fourth quarter, Washington ties it up.
It'll be on YouTube in a couple of days.
By Josh Smith. Washington had 2 more opportunities to win the game in regulation. They missed 2 field goals. One as the time was down to about 35-40 seconds. And then overtime, Beckley's Landon Jones takes it in from 5 yards out and gets the kick. Beckley has a 17-10 lead. Washington comes back and has a chance. They have it down at the 1-yard line. They had it first and goal from the 1. Beckley stopped him, lost a yard, a couple of yards on the play on that second down. They throw 2 incomplete passes, and then Beckley gets the ball popped loose, and the fumble recovery by the Flying Eagles after the pressure on the quarterback, Michael Thompson, to secure the win for the Flying Eagles. Beckley wins 17-10 over the Washington Patriots. We come back. Jacob will